I have to say I'm very happy that I bought when I did. And what I'm talking about is not what I bought in the depths of the bear market cycle when prices were uber cheap. I'm talking about during these last few months while we've had these discounts, because it's very clear to me that our time is running out here. And I do need to show you guys something that I like to check occasionally as a gauge on retail. But we're starting to see a lot of this news take place behind the scenes that people are missing. And frankly, at any moment, one of these things could be the thing that does cause the market to pop. We're going to talk about that in this video as retail in the US is waking up. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So it's about 7:04 a.m. Central Standard Time. And what we started to see is US money wake up, start to move the markets to the upside. And again, hopefully this is a trend that continues as the day goes on. There's obviously a lot of time between now and 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time when this video will go live. But we're seeing a very distinct theme, and that is that people are starting to feel like they're getting left on the sidelines. I've had some conversations with other people in the market, some people on my Patreon that still have cash on the sidelines. And there's going to come a moment where that chase really truly does begin, and you start to see the charts absolutely fly. We're not even in this moment yet where we've made massive moves across the space. Yes, it's exciting. It's fun to see the charts, pumping, but understand that as far as, momentum goes, as far as the stochastic RSI goes, guys, we're still just beginning to emerge. And that's a great sign, because that means that we have a lot of legs ahead of us across the crypto space. But some news that people missed last night is that, China, who this big noise has been around about lately, is quietly rolling back retaliatory tariffs on some US products. So you're starting to see these major tensions that have been holding back the crypto market begin to ease up in a big way. And I'm not saying that this is the end all be all. I'm not saying that, again, this is the moment we send or anything like that, but you start to see the right pieces of information take place day after day after day. The market starts to, again, build that momentum. All right. Like I talked about in my earlier video, it starts to carry the markets to the upside. People start chasing, FOMO starts hitting, short liquidations begin, and we're on these big runs like we've seen many times before. But what I really like about this is, again, really all this is right now that we're seeing in the crypto market is the money that's here right now. Okay. Yes, there's some new institutional money that's flowing in. That's great. That's awesome. But again, really what it is just this USDT dominance drop off, this drop back towards some of these lower levels, meaning that capital starting to re-enter the market. It's basically done being parked on the sidelines. But what I really like to see is this is the type of shift that we needed to see, right? We needed kind of this hard pivot. We needed momentum to start a shift. We needed sentiment to start to shift. We needed USDT dominance to start dropping and start re-entering the space. We obviously talked about the DXY. We talked about 10-year bond yields. All that stuff is moving in the right direction. And now this is all taking place before we even start seeing retail enter the market. So what this is right here that I'm trying to show you guys that you might not be able to see is the top 200 app downloads on the Apple App Store. And why I'm referencing this is a perfect gauge on retail interest. And right now, I did not find a single crypto app in the top 200 apps. This is free app downloads, okay? Right now, number 200 is the Burger King app. Number 198 is the KFC app, okay? So right now, they're not even paying attention, which is great. Because if we start setting some of these local highs, some of these cycle highs during this time while they're not paying attention, guess what they'd start doing? They start paying attention. They start flocking in. They start chasing. I've had some people say, oh yeah, so many people are ready to sell ADA at the all-time high. That really is completely irrelevant, because many people are, one, willing to hold well beyond that, but two, adoption takes place around the highs. They take place. It's frankly what carries us to new all-time highs, is new retail flocking to assets. And like I showed earlier today, ADA dominance is in fact on the rise. It's taking over a larger share of the crypto market. And that's not surprising, right? US-based crypto, huge discussions surrounding government and enterprise. I mean, it's got everything working in major ecosystem developments coming online. I mean, it's got all the things working in its favor right now. Not to mention good price performance, especially, since US crypto was a big focus of this administration. And you guys have to remember too, some of these major things, this major embrace in the US hasn't even started. All right. So this is a fun exciting time. We're not in the super exciting up only season yet, but we're quickly accelerating towards this. We're running out of time to frankly accumulate at some of these cheap prices. We're starting to see days where some assets around the space, especially smaller ones, 10, 15, 20% in single days. Luckily, some of these I own and bought at some of these cheap prices. But the discount time is coming to an end. And what we're going to start seeing is the retail chase. We're going to see things begin to take off in a big way. We're going to see a lot more certainty when it comes to the economy, when it comes to trade deals. All these different things are happening right now. And by the time that people are quote unquote ready to enter the market or finally see what's taking place, they've already missed some of the best opportunities in crypto. So I just want to share with you guys. I appreciate you as always. Oh, I forgot to show you too. I still do have my long position open. Have not closed this in terms of ADA. It's up 169% and doing well. I really wish I had opened up a SHIB long. I was so close to doing that because SHIB is doing quite well here too. But if you guys do want to obviously check out BTCC or Margex, there are links in the description below. But have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.